Now, let's take a more detailed look at our job and our business, right? I explained in the previous class that there are two major things we do. One is our job and one is our business. And I explained that those that focus on our job, they end up achieving or experiencing linear growth. But those that focus on our business, they end up experiencing exponential growth, right? And I explained that in our job, we do primarily two things, which are sales and recruitment. While in our business, we do two major things, duplication and leadership development, right? So now, looking at sales, as a realtor, what do I mean by sales? A realtor is supposed to have a system that enables him to make predictable income every month. You are supposed to have a system that you are sure day in, day out is bringing in sales, right? And this system is what we call a marketing system. Do you have a set of repeated things you do as a realtor to make sales? Have you created and validated a marketing system that if you activate, it brings in known amount of sales every single month? There are so many strategies that people use to market. Some people do their marketing online, right, on the social media. Some people use listing sites. Some people do direct marketing. Some people do regulator capture. Some people do relationship marketing, selling primarily to people that they know. You, as a realtor, what are the systems, the marketing systems or marketing strategies that work for you? Have you validated them? All the strategies are powerful. People are using every strategy I've mentioned now and more. People are using them to close deals every month. But which one have you perfected? Which one have you validated? Which one suits your style and personality that you have tried, you have perfected, you have confirmed, and you have proven that once I roll this out, I make this percentage of sales, right? The moment you validate a marketing strategy, it is now time to make it a system. And you make it a system when you do it repeatedly, when you have a way of doing it repeatedly, both in season and out of season. The second thing we do under our job is recruitment. Recruitment. Many of us sell or work with companies where the company pays for indirect sales. That is sales that are made not by you, but people you have referred to the system. And I can tell you that is the most powerful thing you need. That's the most powerful thing you need because it enables you to make money beyond even your own effort. It helps you to build residual income. That's how you stay at home. Other people in your team are working, they are making effort, they are closing deals, and then you are earning income. So if that is the case, have you built a system? Have you built a system that ensures that people are joining your network every single month? For instance, in my company, I built a system where people earn even 2 generations beyond them. If you don't make sales, the people you referred will make sales, and when they make sales, you earn. And the people that they referred also, that you didn't refer, the people you referred refer, they make sales, and then the person you referred, who referred them, will earn an indirect commission, and you that referred the person that referred them will earn a second generation indirect commission. And I can tell you, I earn more every week. There is no week, I don't think from January till now, there is no week I have not received huge commission from people I don't know that made purchases. And that is because under my network, I have a lot of people that I have recruited, and they are making sales. Some of them are attending academy. Some of them are doing different training, doing different things to make sales. And I just wake up every week and I see money in my account, right? That's the power of indirect commission. And the more I build, the more I multiply my potential to earn. So that means that as a realtor, part of your job beyond sales is to make sure that there is constant recruitment. And that brings these few questions to mind. Number one, do you have a strategy or strategies that you use to recruit downline into your network every month? There has to be a way that people join your network every single month. There has to be a way. And there's a system and the strategy that delivers that. Number two, have you validated it to ensure it delivers predictable results? Many people just like doing things. And I tell people all the time that activity is not always equal to productivity. There are many people that are busy, very active, running around doing things. But at the end of the day, you try to find out what they have achieved. You will see nothing. So if an activity is not yielding result, it's not an activity. You're just wasting your time, right? So you need to validate those things, those strategies you think you have. There are other people I see as realtors, they just want to do what feels comfortable or what people tell them that is working. Everybody has a unique style. Everybody has unique personality. There are marketing, there are recruitment strategies that does not fit your person, that does not fit your style and your personality. You need to find out the one that fits your style, the one that fits your person, and you go beyond knowing them to validate it. Deploy them and let them bring in predictable income. Let them bring in results. You know, if I do online marketing, I used to reach 1,000 people. And then over time, I've noticed a trend that if I reach 1,000 people, 100 used to subscribe, used to register in my network. That is something you have validated. You can now begin to measure. Because if you are doing anything that you cannot measure, then you are not doing it well. You should do it well enough that you can sit down any day, pull data and measure it. So you need to validate it. If it is social media marketing, you need to go and market. You need to deploy the system. Try it. Push it again and again and again. Come back if you are not achieving results. Tweak it. Change one or two things. Deploy again until you get something that gives you predictable income. You don't just wake up and because people say that they sell on social media, you go on social media and you start selling. You're not seeing results. You leave every other thing you are doing or every other strategy you have. And you focus. I know people that get results from doing every form of marketing. I know someone that all he does is on social media and is making predictable income. Is recruiting people every day. Now, the third thing you need to do is that the moment you have validated those strategies, you need to now turn it into a system. You need to make it a system so that it delivers people into your network every single month. Those are the things we do at the level of recruitment, right? So the first thing we do in our job is sales, and the second is recruitment. Now, and I said that there are two things we do, our job versus our business. Now, in our business, I mentioned the two things we do in our business. The first one is duplication. The first one is duplication. Now, duplication is how you duplicate yourself in your downline. This is where the magic actually happens. If you have recruited a lot of people on the job path, you have a system that recruits people. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have created a system that can deliver sales. You need to go beyond recruiting people to a point where you duplicate yourself into them so that they can perform at the level you can perform. At the job level, you have mastered how to make sales. At the job level, you have mastered how to recruit people. Now, you have recruited 200 people, for instance, in your network. Can those people do the same thing you can do? Do they have the capacity or the ability to make sales? Do they know how to close deals? Can they market the way you market? Can they do all of those things you do until you groom them to a point where they can do those things? You don't have a business yet. You are still at the job part. You are still at the job part. So in duplication, you develop capacity in them to deliver sales, to close deals, to recruit people themselves. That's what it does. That's what it does. You develop capacity, ability to sell, ability to, recruit, and to be able to do every single thing you can do. If you have 200 people and none of them can perform at your capacity, then you have nobody. You will still need to be there to make sales, to do things yourself before you earn real money. But if you get people, the easiest way to duplicate yourself in others is through training. You are busy, you don't want to do the training. Make sure you refer them to somewhere they will be trained. At the end of the day, ultimately, they are in your network, they are in your team, they will make sales, they will grow in capacity. There are people I have raised and I have trained, and in all honesty, now they end up making more sales than I do. So every single month, there are people I have their name in my head. I know that this month I must make money because this person and this person and this person must make sales. I know at least 5 of them that I wake up every day checking my accounts to know if there is any sales that has happened, and I have been paid commission because of their activities. And they came in as absolute novices. They didn't know anything about real estate. I spent some time training them. I spent some time grooming them. I perfected sales. Because of them, I actually went to take courses on sales, on closing deals, so that I can teach them and help to bring them up to a place where they begin to perform. And I learned those things, tried it, I made a lot of sales with those systems, and I gathered them. I taught them those strategies. This is how I close my deals. These are the things I do. These are the strategies I use. And after teaching all of that, some of them took different parts and took them to another level. To the extent that now, those same strategies I was the one that taught them, they use it to close more deals than I do. Because they are in the field actively marketing, because they are full-time realtors. So every month, if I am calculating my income for a month, I make provision for X, Y, Z, the income that will come from the sales of those people. That's the power of recruitment. If I just recruit them, that's the power of duplication. If I just recruited them and left them there without empowering them, without exposing them to trainings, without perfecting a sales model, a marketing model, there is no way they'll be performing at the level they are performing. So if you want to transit from the job part to the business part, you have to find a way to duplicate yourself in people. Let them develop capacity to do every single thing they can do. I can't even mention how much I earn from indirect commission, at second level indirect commission, because one of the capacities I developed in them is the ability to recruit their own people. The ability to duplicate themselves in their own people. So some of them went ahead to do it, and they are doing it well. And because of that, I now earn for the activities of the people, the sales of the people that they recruited and they trained. Right? That is where the magic happens. And then the second thing you do under our business is now leadership. You have developed the capacity in them to close deals. You have developed the capacity in them to make sales, to recruit people and do all you can do. Now they need leadership. You need to have a way to lead them to actually make sales, to actually carry out those activities. And that brings a few questions to mind. Number one, do you have a system that motivates those your people? Yet they have the capacity. But someone can have capacity to do something, but he won't do it because nobody is providing leadership. But if you are there to lead them, yes, they have developed the capacity, they can do those things. Your work is now to lead them to do it. And that means you need to find a way to create a system that motivates them. I tell people that it's not only when a company is giving incentive and is motivating realtors that your people should be motivated. Occasionally, use your leadership acumen to create some incentive, create some systems that will motivate them, some systems that will make them to do the job. Because of course you earn from the activities. So whatever it is that will make them to work, to carry out those activities. You need to do them. One of the beautiful things I learned and have been doing is that many people prefer to incentivize results. They prefer to incentivize results. When you make sales, you get an incentive. When you close deals, you get an incentive. When you recruit or bring people, you get an incentive. And I looked at it over time. I discovered, yes, it is beautiful, but we wait for results before we incentivize. So it limits what we get as results. But I now discovered that if I can find a way to incentivize the process that leads to the result, efforts will be multiplied, activities will be multiplied, and at the end of the day, it will impact in the result. For instance, imagine where I create a system whereby everybody that goes out to do a marketing activity, for instance, or anybody that is running a social media ad on a particular property gets an incentive just for running that ad. He has not made sales, but because he's running ad consistently, I incentivize that. If I do that, I will have 20, 30, 50, many people begin to run ad because they want to take advantage of the incentive. I have incentivized the process that leads to sale. And when those people are incentivized and they are carrying out those activities, there is no way at the end of the month the result will not show. It will impact on the result. So I sit down and I look at some of the key activities that leads to sales. I look for a way to create a system to incentivize those activities, incentivize those processes. You don't need to close a deal to get an incentive. Just go to maybe listing sites, upload properties, boost them, take a screenshot and send to me, and you will get this package. Just something little. And with that, you have motivated many people to go all out and begin to do that activity. And if you do that, at the end of the day, you will have sales. Because once people market, result will come. Once people engage in marketing, result will come. And also, is there a clear picture that you are showing them of something that is possible that they can achieve as a result of doing those things, as a result of going out to exercise their capacity? These are some of the jobs you need to do at the leadership level, right? Once you engage on this duplication and leadership, you will see the magic happen. You will see results multiplied. Thank you.